I'm just like,
it's alright, it's alright. We on. I think I pressed play, but I might double check again. Because I suck at this.
we good.
This rope over there looks like a huntsman. Every time I look there, I'm like, there's a fucking spider.
Spider. I was like,
Like, it's okay.
it's so funny.
Alright, let's try again. Hey guys, this is Laurie.
And this is Bryony.
And today we're going to get back to one of your questions, which was,
why is stress management important and how do we go about coping with stress ourselves? Well, we know we need stress in regards to like training in order to make changes in our physique.
100%. So not all stress
Is a
are
bad
bad.
stress.
Yeah.
Too much stress upon stress, there needs to be some relief, whether that's your rest days, but also too much stress in your general well-being can be a bad thing. Too much of anything could be a bad thing.
Yeah.
So there has to be a balance. So why is too much stress a bad thing, though?
Well, first of all, if you're trying to put on muscle or if you're trying to diet, too much stress can hinder your results. That's number one. And you can also feel it on your body. Personally, whenever I'm very, very stressed, I've got eczema breakouts, like very, very bad. Some people have also pimples on their face, which can be stress related. Then too much stress can also lead to autoimmune disease. That's obviously a very extreme case, but it is proven that both of them have a link. And just also your life in general. Too much stress in your life in general isn't great. So now we're going to talk about how we can manage stress in general.
And there's always going to be periods where things are a little bit more stressful than not, and it's just knowing how to adapt and how to, I guess, number one, identify, as we were saying before, what are the causes of stress, and just having that awareness of what's going on currently will allow you to take action into implementing strategies that will allow you to actually manage that stress. So first of all, it's like identifying what is the stress, if you can identify that.
Identify,
Yeah.
and then take actions, because a lot of people know what is causing that much stress. It's often work related, it can be personal life, so maybe you're in a toxic relationship, maybe you've got friends that are draining your energy. So most of the time we kind of identify, but we don't really take actions because we're scared. If I quit my job, am I going to find another job? If I break up with my partner, am I going to regret this? Am I going to find another partner? And I think we can all acknowledge the fact that taking action is fucking scary, but a lot of great things happen when you actually take actions.
Yeah. Being aware of the whole situation is going to be the biggest thing. Sometimes slowing down will enable you to do that, but a lot of the time we can create even more stress by just being busy for the sake of being busy because we don't want to deal with what's going on.
Yeah.
Well, this has gone deep very quickly, hasn't it?
Yeah.
But it's very true. Just slowing down, like take a minute and just do nothing. I get curious and be like, I wonder why I feel this way, what's happening, and almost like analyze your week or your environment, how long you've been feeling this way, and then start to take some action. Things in which you could do and which we do. Actually, Laura, you named it, so you may as well start with it.
So practice gratitude, just because most of the time we see a situation and we're like bad, instead of seeing the positive in some situations as well.
Yeah.
So sometimes it's good to step back and be like, hold on, okay, I've had a very stressful day, but is it legit for me to stress that much about that situation, knowing the fact that blah, blah, blah. Practice gratitude, always try to see the positive in situations, and journaling is great because sometimes you have all these thoughts in your head and you don't really know what's going on, but as soon as you start writing things down, then you've got a clearer idea of what's actually triggering you.
And there's no right or wrong way. I like to look at it as almost like keeping a diary and just getting thoughts of paper and getting it all out and just not over analyzing anything. But also you could start to see trends if you did go back and read through, and you'd be like, oh, okay, well, maybe this is happening because of this. And then you just start to piece the puzzle and you can actually get to know yourself a lot better. And through that, you can 100% start to manage your stress a lot better as well. Okay, point two.
Do things that make you feel better. Sometimes we have this kind of chats when we're like, you need to chill. As in, for my birthday, Bryony got me a massage.
We need to chill out.
You can do float therapy, you can do sauna, swimming.
Having a bit of you time, whatever that means. If you're someone who's super busy and you haven't never got a time in the world for anything outside of what your schedule entails, well then schedule in 30 minutes at least, even if it's 5-10 minutes, whatever you start with, of you time where you're doing something that makes you happy. Go for a dance class, go like, I don't know, paint. Hobby.
I get that from gymnastics. That would be my hobby.
Yeah,
like I've got training, which is my everyday thing, but then once a week I go gymnastics and that's my hobby.
That's your hobby.
Yeah. But you need to find yourself a hobby.
I need a hobby.
Yeah.
Well, at the moment my hobby is self-care and I want to zen and have saunas and chill
That's
out.
good.
But also drawing, like just doodle, colouring in.
Yeah.
That's a stress management one.
Also holidays. Try to have some holidays at some stage to actually be able to switch off completely. Because sometimes you do a sauna and it's like an hour, but then as soon as you get out of the sauna, you're stressed again. But holidays is going to force you to switch off for a week or so. Another point would be
managing your sleep and having a little look at what your sleep is currently looking like. Having a routine in place if you don't already have one, like an evening routine. And just having that, again, like time for you to just wind down and start to really make the most of your sleep, because your sleep quality will affect your mood, your emotions, your training quality, your well-being.
100%.
And there's always that correlation. So nail your sleep for sure.
And another point would be opening up. So sometimes we stay within ourselves and it's hard, but then as soon as you have a chat with a friend, it doesn't even have to be a psychologist. It can be, and it is a great way to do so, to like identify your problems and stuff. But sometimes just catching up with friends and having like deep chats can help as well.
Definitely. I think to wrap it up, if you're not already training, to exercise or do some form of movement in your day. And if you are, perhaps you're on the other side where you're training too much, so take a rest day.
As a general rule, training is a great antidepressant.
And stress relief.
Yeah, and there's been a lot of studies made that shows that training is actually more effective than medication. Yeah, try it for yourself.
Yeah. And then nailing the basics, so having like a well-balanced diet. Are you skipping meals? Are you eating too much? Are you not doing the basics? You are what you eat, essentially. And so if you're eating a load of shit, you're going to start to feel really crappy as well.
There is a link between your brain and your gut. Don't rely on supplements. Sometimes it has like a bit of a placebo effect and you're like, because I'm taking ashwagandha that night, my stress is better. But don't rely on supplements. Just
get to the root cause.
Exactly, get to the
root cause.
Yeah. And that's it.
You!
Oh, we missed it.
Did we? I thought that was a good one.
No, we missed the slap.
Oh, I thought it was alright.
No,
I
was like 3/4 on you. Yeah.
Ah! What's wrong with you?
My whole spine
glutes actually so sore.
My feet are paralyzed.
Yeah, I had to move. I was cramping. And then I thought, oh no, the new trainers, they're going to get all busted.